I do identify as European. I also identify as an American, as I am a dual citizen. Working as the online editor for the Europe Stories project. In this role, I have watched and edited over 100 interviews, and it's been a fascinating experience. I've learned so much about people's experiences and about Europe and European history. I really enjoy receiving these interviews, and now that we have the self interviewing feature, you can record your own interview at home. That's what I'm doing right now. I've really loved receiving these, and I encourage you to record an interview as it's great to have as many voices as possible on the website. I know sometimes when I have completed interviews in the past, people have said, "Oh, you aren't going to want to hear from me. You don't want to know what I'm going to say. You won't like it." And to that, I want to say that we really want to hear all the stories out there. We're not looking for a specific voice or specific ideas. We just want diversity in our responses. And I love when I get something a bit different come through for me to edit. It's just been amazing to see so many different answers. The COVID-19 crisis, obviously, it's been extremely detrimental for the whole world, and we still don't know the full extent of what's going to happen and the negative impact that it's going to have. The fall of the Berlin Wall. Although I did not experience it directly, last year in November, during the 30th anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall, I was visiting for a conference for this project, and I visited the site. I learned more about people's individual stories and experiences and really saw just how deeply significant this was. And although I had learned about it previously, this really gave me a greater insight into how big this was and how much of an impact it had. The freedom of movement is very important to me. However, being a dual citizen, I think that would happen anyway, as my US passport also allows me to travel to a lot of different places. I would like to focus on something that I haven't heard discussed yet in the interviews, and that is the regulation of cosmetics in the EU. I know in the US that we don't have these regulations in place. Any regulations that we do have in place are very relaxed, and there are many toxic substances that cause cancer, birth defects, reproductive issues that are allowed in our products. And many of those ingredients are banned in the EU, so that's been very positive to observe. I really wish that the US would employ something similar. By 2030, I would love for there to be net zero emissions. Of course, that's a very ambitious task. I would love for there just to be progress made in that direction. Really, any sort of big steps that we can take towards that goal would be amazing. Really, just a focus on the environment should be our priority, in my opinion.